So apparently, Decuso has children, and they are just as vile and evil, I suppose, as he is. And just like Decuso, I guess we're going to be murdering them. Or we could call it self-defense if you choose. But I guess this is kind of the boss fight. Yeah, there's a little invisible wall here. Hopefully this will be fixed by the time this hits live. You bring down those gates, and there's a little invisible wall that's constantly in the way. But there's these crystals, which I'm going to find out the hard way. I'm like, what is this? And I think I see as it's red, I'll shoot it, and yeah. Right, so I was pretty much told, don't do that. So yeah, don't shoot the crystals. They blow up and shoot stuff out to you. Now you can shoot them, but don't stand next to them. You want to destroy the crystals. The best we could kind of figure out was if you destroy the crystal, or he destroys the crystal when he's right next to it, then it regens his shields or health or something. It seems more like his shields go back up. So you try to destroy him when he's not near him, and it seems like when he doesn't have a crystal to go to, then his shields go down a lot easier. It's really hard to bring them down, but when they're ready to come down, they'll go down pretty darn easy. So it was kind of a learning experience, and it's kind of, you see me, I'm trying to figure this situation out. This was the first time I'd ever done it. That was the best we came up with between the two of us, was that this was supposedly how this would work, and I don't know. He's a bullet sponge. That's what I can tell you. Which seems to be most bosses. They're just bullet sponges, and he is definitely in that bullet sponge group. So now, what I have found is this is only the first wave, and the first wave is the easiest. So I did get away with wearing, you know, my respark and the likes, but the first wave is a lot easier than the second wave, and so on and so on. It just gets harder. Now I've only actually completed 2 stages as I'm speaking here, and it can go up. And you can see now this was the first run for me ever, and it took a good 45 or so minutes, something like that, to do it all in all. So you're kind of going, you know, this is going to be extremely time consuming today. Extremely time consuming. So that is something you're going to have to be prepared for, is you're going to have to make sure you have time. When you sit down to do these, you're going to have time to do them. Now you can stop and take breaks, but you're only given a certain amount of time to restart, and I mean, you know, to start a level. So if you don't do a level, supposedly it'll be, you have something like, basically you can take like a 30-minute break or something like that, I think it is, and you have to presume, it's something like that. I can't remember right off the top of my head, but so it's not like you'll be able to come back anytime and be able to finish what you were doing. You're going to have to get back pretty darn quick. You get basically time to stop and eat, go to the bathroom, you know, that type of situation is what you're going to get. And hopefully some of the stuff will get better. Now I did, at the end of one of them, and I sure don't remember which, I think it was the second one, I did manage to get an epic rig out of it. You see there's that invisible wall, and there's that invisible wall. It's really frustrating that that wall was there, but I did manage to get an epic rig out of it in the end, out of the second one maybe, which I may post that. I won't swear to that yet. We'll see, because it's the same thing is what I've discovered. So what you're watching now is the end of just this arena. It's just how this arena works, and you just seem to be replaying the arena, and it just gets harder every single time, and the rewards go up. So it's kind of a meh situation. It's a little bit disappointing to find that out, but at the same time, I don't know. I haven't done the other ones to see what they are, but it's still, you know, it's one of those things you could learn, I assume. And what I'm learning too is that I'm probably going to have to, you know, try to equip one of those, like the Survivor Arc and the likes, to try to help get the self-revive up when it is live, because you get a little bit spoiled on PTS because you pretty much, you know, you have tons of the hunter requisitions, and you can just revive yourself. And I mentioned it on there. Now, I don't know that it was necessarily taken so well, but I really think that there should be a difference in self-revive and using a hunter requisition to self-revive. I think it could really confuse people. It does say on your little self-revive thing, it does say it's going to cost you a hunter requisition to get up. And I think it needs to be a little bit more obvious. It needs to be slap you in the face obvious. Your self-revive is not fully recharged. You are going to have to use a hunter requisition to get up. It needs to be obvious. It needs to be another button or something. I personally think that way it's obvious. Because otherwise you may have, when you're waiting, you're holding for the next match, maybe you're playing with not so good people, and you wouldn't really normally want to use that, and then you accidentally use it because you were just in the heat of battle. I want to get up now, there's no enemies next to me, boom, and it's just done, and you're screwed. You've lost your hunter requisition. So I would like to see it be a little more obvious. I would thoroughly doubt that that's going to happen, but that would be my personal wish, is that would make it a lot easier for some of the other people, because not everybody is going to see that it's going to cost them. They're just going to go, oh, I've got a self-revive. It must have came back and I didn't notice. And they're just going to hit it because they're not going to look and read, because you know what that says and you don't worry about it because you know what it says. But I'll let you guys finish watching this boss fight. As you can, it's more of a learning boss fight. Remember that. This is me kind of learning the situation some. And the person I'm playing with here is relatively new himself to the PTS, so he hasn't really played this that much either. So it's kind of two noobs going at it, trying to figure out what to do here. But I'll catch you guys later.
My shield's down!
not sure how you do it, but you just don't quit.